What's going on? Episode 18, Max. We are here. What
That
are we
was a
gonna
great
do?
intro.
I know, right?
That was a great intro.
I'm not you, man.
Oh,
I can't pull out the whole
gotta be
boxing ring
enthusiastic.
referee type of introduction. Let's get ready to
You
rumble,
gotta,
right?
you gotta say, "What's going on, everyone?" Yeah. So yeah, that's how you gotta do. What's going on, everyone? Play by
Yeah.
play tech.
But what happened was there was a
podcast.
short delay between switching from the intro to the live screen that kind of threw me off. Up Stubbs is here. What's up, Stubbs?
Oh, what's going on, Stubbs?
So,
Yeah,
how was your week, Max?
you gotta do a great intro with that. No, it's great, man. So much news is going on and stuff like that. We finally got our AMD announcement with the GPUs, and
That was awesome.
and we have 1 week. We're actually 1 week away from the Xbox Series X.
Oh yeah, we sure are.
And the PlayStation 5 is coming out Thursday, but
It
next
don't
Thursday.
matter. We're a week away, and this is nothing but just console super excitement. Oh, the wife is in here, Max. Your wife is here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she gave you a wave in the chat there.
Oh, I feel so honored by her doing that.
We're good, Stubbs. How are you, buddy? So well, anyway, what was your week like, Max? This week, anything interesting?
I'm trying to remember what I did this weekend.
You don't remember what you did?
Nah, it's crazy. It's Tuesday, and no, I don't remember what I did over the weekend.
Well, let's know that we didn't go and
it was Halloween. I totally forgot about that. Ah, man. Okay, yeah.
Did you pass out candy?
What'd you say? Oh, no. Nope, we didn't do it. So this is a funny thing. So quick story, and then we'll talk about the whole tech stuff, blah, 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 blah. All right, so funny thing. So on Halloween day, so my wife wanted to go, she wanted to go shopping because
Tell the true story. She's on here.
Yeah, no, it's a true story. She wanted to go shopping. She wanted to go to Home Goods. And if anybody who's listening, who's outside the country, Home Goods is kind of like, best way I could describe it, it's kind of like a mixture of furniture store type of, you could just buy a whole bunch of different variety of clothes, whatever the case may be. So anyway, she wanted to go shopping because her sister is from Florida, is going to be and our family is going to be visiting us for Christmas. So I said no problem. And the reason why we went shopping is because in our neighborhood specifically, we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. So we were just saying, like I said, just sitting at the door thinking we're gonna have trick-or-treaters come out. Why don't we just go shopping? So we went shopping and stuff. We had a good time and stuff. And then the reason why everything is drawing a blank because my daughter did not sleep well that night, and we was up like crazy hours. She was like getting up nonstop, like at 2:00 in the morning, then again at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so my wife and I was going back and forth. We was switching off rounds, and then finally my daughter went to sleep, and then but she got back up like around 7:00 in the morning. So it was just like that whole Saturday into Sunday, it was just terrible because we had a daylight savings time, and we thought we would go back an hour, we'll save an hour, but my daughter just was not having it because her teeth are starting to come in a lot more. She already had one.
Yeah.
And the second one starting to come in, and man, it was just terrible that day. and then Sunday we just slept the whole day. So,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, so that was kind of like our weekend because we were just saying like, we really didn't have too much of a Halloween, and I kind of feel bad and stuff because my wife wanted wear a costume, and we need to come up with a costume in time enough. So yeah, that's kind of like my weekend. How was your weekend?
It was cool. I actually enjoyed watching the kids. This will be the first time since we bought our house 2-3 years ago that I stayed on my property for trick or treating. We always go to the in-laws because it's kind of been tradition. You go to the neighborhood, they throw like a little Halloween get together. You get to eat pizza and all that stuff. But of course, with the current situation with COVID, you can't really go anywhere. So what the wife and I did was we actually bought a folding table And by the way, I'm using that for my unboxing next week, so I'm excited.
A folding table for
Yep,
an
all white.
unboxing.
Yep, I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna
No,
put some nice stuff all over it. It's gonna look real nice. Look here, we're not top streamers yet, so I don't get the expensive, top of the line, what do you call it, butcher block type of style table and all that stuff. So it's one step at a time. But we took a table, we loaded it full of candy, we decorated it, and I put it by the sidewalk. And I just kind of either stayed in my Nest camera and watched them, or I kind of sat out on the porch and I just kind of watched it, and I enjoyed myself. There was a guy at the corner who were chasing kids with a chainsaw. I mean, I was in tears laughing at this junk. He would come up to the driveway, he'll cut on his Texas Chainsaw Massacre and chase the kids, and then he won't stop chasing them. He keeps running after them for about a block. So it was just amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's real good. Because we story about our Halloween experience, my wife and I, we were just like a little bummed because like we moved where our location like 2 years ago, and for the last like every year and stuff like that, we never had trick or treaters. It seemed like we just have a bad streak. But the crazy part is when we was on our way back home from the store, furniture store, we just saw this one street was all decked out. We saw nothing but family. It was just like the movie. It was like the perfect movie. Saw kids was going to people's houses. There's one guy had his house decked out so well that he had a projector in his front lawn. He had 2 tables with like pizza all lined up, like pizza boxes all lined up for kids, and they could watch like little scary movies with the neighbors and stuff. And I could see like other houses was all participating too. This one person had this contraption. We had like a little zip line that you was zip lining candy to the kids and stuff. And that was like it made us jealous because we was like, oh, we want that same treatment in our street. We need to get to have that. Yep. Oh yeah, and so since my wife is on the stream, if you guys can do us a favor, if you could please subscribe to her channel. It goes by Lorraine Chambliss.
Let's see if I can pull it up and I'll throw it on here. It's just her name, right?
Yeah, it's Lorraine Chambliss and stuff. So even though she's nowhere near tech and stuff like that, she does everyday vlogging and stuff like that. She does tutorials and makeup and stuff, and actually she did do some tech. She got a new Apple laptop, and she have a that she started to use too, and she did an unboxing for it.
Yeah, so I like the unboxing she did. I watched that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, she's phenomenal and stuff like that. Like, I do a terrible job when it comes to YouTube. Like, she is like a perfectionist. So I'm just saying that she really shows. So I'm just telling you guys, go ahead, just watch her and stuff like that. I'm still trying to
find her. She's under my subscriptions. I got to go through all
subscriber
of them to find her.
Yeah. If you know anybody who's interested when it comes to that area, she is. I'm not saying that just because she's my wife. I'm just saying that she's really good and stuff. Like, she have a I don't have and stuff. So that's one thing I'm learning from her. That's the crazy part. So I always learn some techniques that she does, and I'm like, oh, I should use that in my next video. So please do me a solid favor if you guys could go ahead and look for her, and she just posts some videos like every week and stuff like that. So
okay. Well, another thing before we get started too, I got rid of my Xbox.
Oh, thanks, Stubbs. Yeah, thank you. Hold on for a minute. Thanks, Stubbs, for subscribing to my wife. So thank you.
just cut me off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mo.
No, you're good. So I got rid of my Xbox this weekend. That was another thing that I did, and I picked up something else. So, well, first off, I'm consoleless like you now. I don't have a console, and secondly, I picked up the Elgato HD60S Plus Stream Deck. So I am all ready and set for the new consoles. I'll be doing my unboxing whenever I get the console. I can't test it out because I have nothing to test it out on. So I got the card. I'm ready to go. I just gotta, plug it up and do a video on it. So I'm excited about that. And if the consoles come on time next week, I'll be starting my video on that too. So I'm excited about that.
Dude, I'm just like itching for these new consoles because I have. Yeah, I'm just going nuts right now. I'm just so excited for this new console. I even bought, like I said, I think I showed you this, and then if you guys can look at the video, I already have the PS5 accessories already and stuff like that. So it's just like I'm getting so pumped for next week. It's just like, dude, it's just like I'm just really anxious for this launch and stuff. So let's see what happens and stuff. So,
and also today is election day, so whoever you guys you're watching, please go vote. Exercise your right, go do it. I know a lot of people I see online is kind of wishy-washy, but go do it. You have the right. At least you have a choice. If you don't like the candidates, at least you have a choice on a say of where your vote goes, because it's going to be counted anyway whether you vote or not. And at least, if you don't like them, you choose where it goes. So vote today. I voted a couple weeks ago. So did Max. I think you voted like a month ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, when this whole COVID and stuff like that, my wife did the whole absentee ballot. So yeah, I'm not gonna stand in line. Yeah, it's just with everything right now without. So, and then the funny thing, even talking to Stubbs and stuff like that, Stubbs was just mentioning that everything is on lockdown and in the UK. So it's just like it probably might get the same way in the United States too, where you have certain states that have some lockdowns and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Stubbs.
Yeah, and I appreciate my vlog. I appreciate it. I gotta start a new one. I'm actually recording now. I'm actually redoing the studio behind me. So the wall is painted right now. I got it blurred out because I got tarps and paint and crap behind me. So soon as and the wife is going to be in that video with me. So it'll be my episode 2, a day with Moandogg. So but I gotta edit it. It's gonna be a lot because this has been an ongoing 2-week project and I'm still not done. So the video's not coming out no time soon, but we're recording it. I gotta put it up because I still gotta decorate not decorate, but remodel my gaming corner that I have. It's gonna be awesome. The wife got some ideas. I got some ideas. I'm going to have it in my background. I'm going to change my desk. So I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, Max, what's our subject? We finally getting around to it.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and that was the intro. Let's go talking about AMD.
Longest intro in the world.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about AMD right. So AMD just had their GPU announcement last week, Thursday, and all I can say is that
yes, that's all I can say.
For my next piece,
I'm excited.
I've been holding off. Moan just kept on saying, "Man, PC and just be done with it and stuff like that." If I would listen to him, I think I would kick him in the back of his head if I went saw him in person. But because the crazy part is that NVIDIA just came out with their new GPUs. AMD is coming out with their new CPUs and GPUs. The CPU is supposed to be coming out this week, and then the GPU is supposed to be coming out later this month. And then I think the highest one is coming out next month. But man, I don't know. I'm just blown away with the AMD GPU because they showed a lot of test benches. I mean, like I said, we're going off of what AMD has, but there are some leak reviews, not leak reviews, but leak benchmarks that's showing AMD is actually doing almost better or on the same level as NVIDIA with their GPUs, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
And it's just and AMD has always been behind on NVIDIA on every single GPU that came out, except for when it was like the early 2000s and stuff. But AMD is back, and I am impressed because not only, if you guys don't know, that they came out with this they're coming out with the new GPUs, but they also running on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. And so this is like AMD is starting to take over everything. So they have all the consoles locked down, except for Nintendo Switch. Nobody don't care about Nintendo.
Yeah, that's kind of old. They have old technology. They're still using Tegra.
I mean, no. Nintendo is fun, but it's not like it's not going to be your primary.
But
console.
they're in their own lane. They always will be. They will never catch up. But they're always innovative. And if you ever notice, they're innovative, and the consoles follow. That's what's crazy. But they would never be on the level as the consoles. It drives me nuts.
Yeah. So that's one thing. So So with AMD, this is good. This is going to be their next generation graphics cards, their GPUs, and also too, this is going to be their first attempt of doing ray tracing. So if you guys already know that NVIDIA, since the 20 series GPUs, and this is their second attempt with the 30 series GPUs. So AMD is behind when it comes to ray tracing, but there are some leaked videos on YouTube. The reason why I didn't send them yet because I couldn't find the video for the life of me. So the party, whoever leaked it, probably took it down.
Yeah,
they probably had to take it down. But the crazy part was in the video, he didn't. The person that delivery didn't say which AMD graphics card that he was comparing it to. But they did have an NVIDIA 3080 graphics card, and when it came to ray tracing, there was demoing Moandogg Legion. That's the game that Moan is like super excited for, but it was pretty close. I mean, if you it's like really splitting hair.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like if you ask a normal person, like, oh yeah, which one looked different? It's kind of like a person who just like look at it, like, they both look the same. That's pretty good. That's not pretty good.
Even
That's
if the
really
performance was, like you say, a hair down, just imagine the value you're getting out of this, right? Where the top end one costs the RTX 3090 costs $1,500, and you can get the same performance for $500 cheaper.
You mean 6,900?
What did I say?
You said 3,900.
Oh my god. 3090. I do this every episode.
Sorry. I had to correct you.
But if you wasn't there, I would catch so much flack for the things that I say.
Yeah, so 6,900.
Yes, so the 6,900 XT will be on par with the RTX 3090. Like, that has never happened before. There was always like the Titan from NVIDIA, and then there was no competition after that. I mean, Radeon 7 was supposed to be that, but it didn't live up to the hype. But it did live up to the benchmark workstation stuff where it was untouchable. But other than that, and then you can get RTX 3080 performance out of the 6800
6800 XT. Yep.
In performance is somewhat beating it in all aspects, and it's $50 cheaper. So it's like you can't, and then you get more access to speed and memory if you have the compatible 5000 CPU. So I mean, you can't beat that, man. It's just amazing. And then their iteration of ray tracing, where they're adding all this software to it, because they say the software base may be a little bit better than the hardware base because it's not using dedicated hardware to do it, so it's limitless. And they're adding all these features to it. That NVIDIA has a good thing of ray tracing. They brought it to all of us. They do have it on lock at this point because nobody's competing with them. But we're going to be able to take advantage of this with the consoles, not in full because it's not a full spec'd out desktop GPU. It's a custom card, but when you get a desktop GPU, there's going to be some eye candy there.
Well, this is where I'm going to stop you on this. So the other thing is that I'm bringing the ray tracing up too. So they did a demo. Somebody was playing the Xbox Series X Watchdog Legions, and they was comparing it with the 3080, and it looked very close. But for when you talk about Xbox Series X, you're talking about a console, a $500 console.
You can't beat that. Instead of buying one part to get that performance. Right?
People gotta listen to me. You're talking about a $500 console going against a $700 GPU graphic card. So you talking about a graphics card. You still got to get the motherboard. You got to get
you got to get all the other parts, right?
You'll
easily be over 2,000.
You got to get the RAM. You got to get the SSD. I mean, it's like so many things that you have to get in it. So you're talking about a $700 GPU. You have a $500 console. That is, I'm not saying it is not. This is Watchdog Legion. I say it's probably different with other games, but Watchdog Legion, when you do the comparison between the Xbox Series X and the 3080, it looks pretty damn good. And I'm saying that for a $500 console, you wouldn't. If anybody is trying to build a PC right now and try to do it at the same level as a Xbox Series X, you wouldn't be able to do it. Period. I'm saying that right now. I'm still saying it to this day and stuff. There's no way that you can make a configuration that will compete on that price point with the Xbox Series
Just
X.
say we'll have ray tracing. You won't find one.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
I just had to throw that out there. I was talking about tracing. I mean, it's great, but for AMD to take their first stab at it for this generation with you got the PS5 and then you got the Xbox Series X, and they got their own GPUs and stuff. They are doing a really, really, really good job and stuff. So I'm just like, if you guys get a chance, you can probably YouTube where you see Watchdog Legion, Xbox Series X versus the 3080 and stuff, and you'll see. Like I said, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to, if you play in a game, I guarantee you want to know which one is the 3080 or which one is the Xbox Series X.
Well, here you go. I have a picture up right here on the podcast, and this shows you, for an example, if I do, so this is with ray tracing off, and this is what the graphics we play in now. And if you just take a look at the visual fidelity when you start activating ray tracing, look at those reflections and shadows and light bouncing off of surfaces and all that. I mean, it's just amazing. Just look at, even if I do this real fast, look at the difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
But a lot of people are not going to understand. For people that doesn't understand ray tracing, and I'm sorry, Max, for people that doesn't understand ray tracing, they're not going to really understand what this is. But if you watch this podcast, this is a good completion of what it should look like and what you're going to get out of it, side by side compared to old versus new. So I think it's really good. That's a perfect example. NVIDIA put on their page. If you want to see it, go to NVIDIA.com and check out their ray tracing, and you'll be able to do the same thing on your computer. But Watchdog is going to be the best one because Watchdog is out now, and I'm trying to hold. I'm trying to hold on buying it for PC because I do want to try it on the consoles. And plus, I have an RTX 2070, so I could do the ray tracing on there. But I want to wait for the consoles because it's better architecture than my older version of my card. And I also really want to play it when Max and I pick up the new 6000 series GPUs from AMD. But go ahead, Max. Sorry about that.
No. I was just going to say, first attempt for ray tracing, I think it's pretty
amazing.
Good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. So now, since we have the announcements and stuff like that, AMD and stuff, I'm definitely going all AMD out because Mo kind of touched on this with the NVIDIA highest card. So you have a 3090 that's going for $1,500, and AMD highest GPU card is only going for $1,000. So, and it is going blow for blow with a 3090. So it's like, why I'm going to spend an extra $500 on a graphics card where I know I can get the same performance or just a little bit better, or 3090's card, depending on what game you play. So that's kind of like my thinking. And it's the same thing with the even the CPU and stuff like that. The CPU is going to be amazing. I know it's like $50 more expensive when it comes to our CPUs.
Yeah, but if you can get it cheaper, why not?
Yeah, but my thing is, I think I'm going to go all out. 5090. I think I'm going to get a 5900 or I'm going to get the 5950 AMD CPU, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do the 6900 XT and stuff for my CPU. I mean, not my CPU, for my PC. And that's, yeah, I think that's going to be my build and stuff. So I already have it in my head what I do, and so I'm just like super excited about that. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and talk about kind of like the next topic.
Or what about these? Well, what do you have? Because I got one.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so Stubbs, hopefully he's still here. I was listening to his podcast last week, and I can't think of the gentleman's name that he had on the show, but they was talking about Gears of War, and Stubbs said it sounds expensive, but yeah, but he had a topic about Gears of War. On this topic, he was talking about the games and stuff like that, talking about Gears of War 5 or the whole series specifically being updated for the Xbox Series X. And I thought it was an interesting topic because Digital Foundry just released a video today, and you guys could go ahead and check it out. They did a comparison between the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X the graphics performance, and they even the graphics performance between each both games, and man, it looks really good. And I'm not just saying like really good. It's, you see the difference between the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One X, and it's just like the gameplay and stuff. They were showing the differences when it comes to higher frame rates. They was talking about how the developers went in and made actual graphical updates to the Gears 5.
What's up, Ralph? Ralph's in the house. Sorry about that.
Oh, thanks a lot for messing up what I was going to say, but
well, it wouldn't be Ralph if he didn't.
Yeah, but what's going on, Ralph? But when it was showing the whole comparison with the video, it's like, man, I'm really looking forward for this next generation and stuff. Xbox Series X is going to look Xbox Series X gameplay is going to look really good. They was basically just saying at the PC highest setting, it looks just like that, but there's a little bit better differences between the PC version and Xbox Series X. So like I said, that was kind of like my 2 cents. I just wanted to throw that out there and stuff. So I don't know.
I'm over it. I mean, you're talking about Gears. I'm over Gears. Gears were good for 1 and 2, and then when 3 came out, it didn't capture me no more after that. Gears 4 was fun.
Stubbs don't like that.
Well, Stubbs, let me know. See, one day you got to get on this podcast and you got to set me straight, Stubbs. So next time, when you get the opportunity, get on here so we can. He said blocked. I'm sorry, Stubbs, but don't get me wrong. When I played the recent ones, just the campaign mode was pretty good and it was fun. See, Stubbs, I like Gears 1. I like Gears 1. I like Gears 2. Gears 1 was awesome. But it's just after the whole story just expanded a little bit too much for me to, he said 1, 2, and 3 his favorites. Okay. But after the story expanded
I played
so
1,
much.
2, 3.
Yeah.
I played through 4.
Yeah. And I have them. I have them in my Game Pass. Yeah. I have them. I've played them. Did I enjoy them? Yeah, I did. They're just still, it's not capturing my attention. Maybe the next one will. If they would do like a remaster of the first one, I would love to play that.
But the funny part is you could say the same thing about Halo 4. I thought there was good games, but you have a lot of people that say
Halo 4.
Well, Halo 2 was the best Halo, hands down.
Yes, hands down.
No, I'm not disputing that. But you could say the same thing about Halo 4 and 5 too, because people were upset how 343 did with the Halo series and stuff like that. It's the same thing with Gears, because you got, I think, Coalition. I think that's the game developers that took over from Epic and stuff. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Gears 4, I thought was good. I thought it was a good first attempt. Gears 5, I just haven't played through it because I just ain't have enough time to play it.
Now hold on, Stubbs. Me and you gonna fight over that. Now Halo, come on, dude. You got to see me on Halo.
Well, so, yeah. Hey, to each his own and stuff like that. So, like I said, I like Halo more Gears because I like the first person perspective when it comes to shooting games. Gears, when it comes to tactics and stuff like that, Gears is one of its kind. I mean that hide and that duck and hide, especially in shooting and hide that's what changed gaming when it came to shooters for everything when it first came out and stuff. So it's like I said, I'm not saying anything and stuff. I like I said, I like it and stuff, but I think it haven't captured like how it did the first three Gears of War games.
Depends on who you are, right? Depends on who you are, what your interests are, and if you like it, you like it. You don't. And sometimes when you feel like you're not about to like something, it surprises you and you enjoy it. And I have a feeling Gears is going to do that. If they come out with another Gears, man, like I played the story modes, they were fun. The multiplayers wasn't as fun to me, and maybe because I was getting my behind thrashed when I was in there, but
it's a different game. It's not like first person shooter game like Call of Duty or
it's a totally different style.
Yeah, right. It's a totally different style. It's like it's not like you could go ahead and say, oh yeah, I'm good at shooting games. I could go ahead and do the same thing on Gears. No, Gears is a lot more tactile when it comes to that game than the first person shooter. But I'm not saying like first person shooter is like not a lot of strategic move, but it's just Gears is kind of like there's a lot more when it comes to that game. So that's just me. So
yeah. Well, anyway, on to the next topic. So Xbox Series X has released their streaming apps list some sort, right? Where they're going to have Apple TV is going to be a new one on the list. What is the Apple TV Plus?
Yeah, it's just the Apple. It's an Apple. So, if you guys are not familiar with it, so I have an Apple TV streaming device where you could download you could like it has Disney. It pretty much have all the apps in that streaming device. But what Apple TV is doing, the Apple TV app is doing when it goes to different platforms, like say for instance the Xbox Series X, instead of you downloading a lot of different third-party services, if you already had the Apple TV and you had all those apps downloaded, you just have to just click on the Apple TV and you have all that stuff right then and there, plus the Apple TV Plus service if you guys are interested in that. The only reason I'm bringing this up or Moan bringing this up as a topic is because for Xbox Series X specifically, you don't see a lot of platforms that are doing that. I'm streaming services on there here and there. People really don't care about it because people just use this for, this is just my gaming platform. But for me, on the other hand, I game, I stream movies, I watch TV shows, and I also looking forward to seeing how the Blu-ray player on the Xbox Series X is compared to the Xbox One X. And that's just my experience. I use it as a and stuff. Some people are saying like, oh, you should have went elsewhere. But for me, it's like it's great that Microsoft is doing that. It's helping other people out, saying like, I understand you don't want to play just games. You want to look for like watching Netflix or Vudu or whatever. So they have that option as well too. So I think that's one of the good things about it.
So Stub is asking a question. He says, where's Crunchyroll gone since Sony acquired them? Is it on Series X?
Oh, I did not know that. I know it's on the Apple. I was talking to before this podcast started that he should look at Jujutsu Kaisen, and I just started watching it the other day, and I told him it's like one of the best things I ever watched in a long time. But I did not know that Crunchyroll is gone, or if I didn't know that. I didn't know that Sony did.
Well, so it wouldn't beat you because you have a Sony TV, so you're good.
Yeah, I have a Sony TV, so it doesn't matter.
For somebody like me who has all LGs through the house, and then this gaming monitor on, which is Acer, and it doesn't have smart stuff. Oh, you know what? I want to know if it's on NVIDIA Shield. I still have that. So and I had to use my Shield.
Yeah, NVIDIA's Android.
Okay.
Crunchyroll should be.
Okay.
But no, good point. That Sony acquired them. that was the first I ever known about it and stuff.
Yeah,
So
we'll look into it and we'll talk about it next week on the podcast. We'll see what the ins and outs and everything behind it.
yeah. So no, I just thought it was interesting that you have that console announced that because that's a big win, and I think the PS5 is going to get the Apple TV app as well too. But even though that's not like a huge news for Xbox, but it's good for me because I like to have that flexibility of going to different platforms like an Xbox Series X, or if I want to go on my TV, I know I could just watch my Apple
I don't
Apple
know
stuff.
what people said about them not having money because Sony has a lot of money. Their TVs are successful. Their consoles are successful. Even their what is it, Dolby Atmos speaker setups are very successful. They're even battling with the Sonos and what's another top major manufacturer, Sonos and whoever the other guys are. So Sony's doing pretty well for themselves. I will say PlayStation has carried them throughout everything, even when they were down and out. So PlayStation was the comeback that was able to keep them. It was basically like back in the day where Lil Wayne was the only thing holding Cash Money up. And that's what PlayStation is to Sony.
Not everybody can know who Lil Wayne is. I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah. So what other topic do you have there?
So I got so let's talk about I want to make this a two topic thing. So number one, the company that Sony shut down for their PS5 faceplates. That's number one. I am pissed about that. That's a good one. And number two, their SSDs, and I'll have that up shortly. I'll bring up the SSD one first, and then I'll find the article on the faceplates for the PlayStation. So the SSDs, I think we touched on it a little bit last week, but people were a little confused about why the Xbox memory cards are so expensive. And I think we touched on it a little bit last week or week before last. I don't remember which episode it was, but it's because it's a new technology that hasn't been fully adopted yet. It's the same thing with buying 8K TVs and 10K this and that. It's very expensive when it first come out. It's a new technology. It's a new way of doing it. And until they find a more cost efficient and a more be able to find good quality parts for cheaper, it's going to be expensive. And people thought Microsoft was blown out the water, but here this article shows you that it is going to be the same price plus more for the Xbox Series X. So if you want to get a 1 terabyte,
you mean the PlayStation?
I'm sorry, the PlayStation. So if you want to get a 1 terabyte SSD for the PlayStation, it's going to cost you $229.99. And if you do not get this compatible SSD, and this is an M.2 NVMe SSD, if you don't get this, your PlayStation will perform as if it's on a PlayStation 4, and you won't get them loading times, you won't get all these special features of what the architecture used in there. And if you want a 2 terabyte, it's $449. So we are at the age now where this stuff has to be used if you want the full functionality of your PlayStation. So just to keep in mind, you think Xbox was doing a huge mistake. PlayStation is doing the same thing, except it's not a proprietary card. You can stick any SSD in it. But this here, the Western Digital Black, this is what they're called, but the model SKU number is SN850. These will be compatible and proprietary to the PlayStation. So make sure you look into this, whatever this website is, Push Square, check them out. Just be prepared, especially for people that's getting both consoles like me and Max. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive because people need the new TVs that's compatible, but they will do well with 4K 60. A lot of people have 4K 60 TVs. That's what they're chasing. But if you want that 120 HDMI 2.1, you're going to have to go to find you a full 120 hertz TV. And then you're going to have to buy these memory cards. And games like Call of Duty, I got an article on our group page, Community Replay on Facebook, where they the Call of Duty Cold War is going to be 250 gigs and higher. So, and the PlayStation already comes with 800 and whatever 25 whatever the gigabyte is. It's a 1 terabyte SSD, but because the operating system and all the software that has to go into it, it takes some of that memory from that SSD card. So we got the 800 plus gigabyte. Xbox is doing the same thing. They're just not advertising it as 800 and something. But when you get that Xbox, you're going to see 800 and something terabyte SSD, unless they're advertising it, unless they have like a maybe 1.5 terabyte card in there. And when you actually get it, it's going to say 1 terabyte. But we would have to see what happens with that. So go ahead, Max. You got any input on the SSDs?
Oh no, you're right about that and stuff. I just see a lot of I'll say it as this. I think what Microsoft did, people saying like what Microsoft did was stupid, and what PlayStation what Sony did smart, because they're saying like they could just go and get their own SSD however way they want to. But for Microsoft, I think it was a good move, because I'm talking about the basic average, because I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the basic average, because I'm talking about mom and pop, and you're talking about a person who really doesn't know anything about tech. When they go to a store, a tech store, we have Best Buy here in the US and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know where it is. If you go to a tech store and you're saying like, oh, I need to expand my Xbox Series X or my PlayStation 5, he's like, oh, okay, you need to get this SSD. And then you have a person that's saying like, what is an SSD? Well, you could pick from this plethora.
There's thousands of them, right?
Yeah. And so the person is automatic. Average consumer is automatically going to get overwhelmed. They're going to be like, okay, I'm just going to get the cheapest one. Because in their head, they're saying like, I'm just gonna go the cheap route and I'll be good, not knowing that you don't know if it's gonna be compatible or it's gonna make your system worse. So that's the case for Sony. I'm talking about like Sony specifically. Now for Microsoft said, you got
one choice and one choice only.
You have one choice. You have one choice and only one choice only and stuff. You have to buy our SSD with Seagate. Or you could go and get a third-party service, but you have to use our proprietary card in order for the Xbox Series X to read it. That's where I think Microsoft was smart on.
Yeah.
But for PlayStation 5, I like that idea as well. And so I'm not saying
there's nothing out here yet.
I'm not saying either route is bad. That's one thing I wanted to make sure I'm clear. I'm not saying either. But I'm talking about for an average consumer, I could see it's going to favor Microsoft more than it does favor Sony and stuff like that. For me, I could just go ahead and go to a Micro Center and I'd be like, you know what? I'm about to pick this 2 terabyte SSD.
Right, you can get the Micro Center brand and just be fine with it.
Yeah, I could get that. Go to Best Buy. I could go. And I already know what the specs I need to get and stuff, and I could go ahead and just install into the Sony. And this kind of like where I want to bring it to. And I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but there's a video. I can't think of his name at the top of my head. So this guy on YouTube did a video of the PlayStation 5 where he took the cases off of it. Mm-hmm. And instead of I know people probably saw the whole breakdown, the Sony PlayStation 5, but he didn't do a total breakdown. He just literally took the cases off the PlayStation 5. It is really, really easy to add a SSD to the PlayStation 5 that people really do not really realize. People are thinking like, oh, I had to take my whole Sony PlayStation 5 apart. No, you do not.
Not only that, and really the guy, he kind of went overboard, right? Because he removed both sides to show that both.
He was showing how easy it was.
But you can rip off just one and upgrade your SSD. It literally takes maybe 1 whole minute, and you screw it in, put everything back together, and you're good to go. So it's real easy. Microsoft makes it easier. You just put it in a slot.
Yeah, Microsoft is easier. Yeah, it's definitely. But the guy did it on the PlayStation. It's super easy. So when I'm PlayStation 5 next week, and then Mo will get into PlayStation 5 too, is I already know that I'm going to get a expanded SSD. That's probably when I'm going to get my trade-in money that for my PlayStation 4 for in my Xbox for. I'm about to give me an XSD, and then I'm going to show you guys. Excuse me. I'm going to show you guys on my channel how to install an SSD D on the PlayStation 5 and show you how easy it is to do it, because it's really simple and stuff. And I think it's even easier than the previous PlayStations, in my opinion.
Definitely. The previous PlayStation, you had to find where the shield come off at, and then it was a slot, and you got to screw the screws inside this bracket and slide it back in. So it's much easier. They made both sides made it very intuitive to do it. So I mean I like it. It's cool. Just pay attention. Just know that if you just settle with any SSD, it will be faster than PS4, but you're going to pay $500 for a console for PS4 performance, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that guy. No, that's what I mean. PS5.
Okay.
You don't want to buy a PS5 and put any SSD in it for it to run like a PS4. In that case, you just paid $1,000 for a PS4 that's 7 years old. So you don't want to do that.
And then, don't get just worried like that, as in if it's compatible with the PlayStation 5, but it's really easy and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my 2 cents about it. I like, after seeing that video yesterday, it's really easy to expand the SSD on the PlayStation 5 for you guys and stuff. It's a lot easier than doing it on the PlayStation 4 and even the PlayStation 3 back then, and when you wanted to upgrade the hard drive and stuff, because that was the hard drive back then. So so stay tuned for that. I know I'm going. It might not be next week, but it's probably going to be the coming weeks to show you how easy it is just to install that on your PlayStation 5. So Mo, you had another topic to talk about.
This is the one you're going to rant on. So so this actually upsets everybody. People were looking forward to the PS5 faceplates, where you can change it to all these different styles because it's so easy to come off. I mean, dude, if I was a manufacturer, I would have loved to partner with PlayStation, create a business, and create these faceplates for the next 7 years of this console generation. And it's sad because, as you see as the title, Sony shuts down custom faceplate maker for PS5. That sucks. So I mean, we all know what it is, right? It's a money move. PlayStation wants that money. They don't want nobody else doing this. So so we just gotta. I was really looking forward to this Armor Fatigue one and this blue one. Man, I was looking forward to that. And then what made it so bad, you were able to pre-order these things. So I don't know what happens to the folks that did pre-order the faceplates. I mean, it's just pure disappointment when it comes to this. It's Sony. It's not surprising. Sony has always been this way, where they want to take charge. They want to make all the decisions of what they want to do. I mean, perfect example with crossplay. Perfect example with a lot of the stuff for their TVs. They, instead of just partnering up with Sling or any case, they want to come out with their own. You see, that wasn't a success. And here we are with them pulling this move again, where no, we got this. We got the customer base, and we're gonna make I'm assuming we're going to make those ourselves. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be more expensive, because these were $40, I believe. And I think I thought that was a good deal. And when I went on the site, I was literally going to pre-order one. And when I went on the site, they were all sold out across the site. And there was nothing I can do about it. I mean, what do you think, Max?
Well, the funny thing is I thought it was a good. Yeah, I think they wrong, because according to, because I sent you the video yesterday on IGN.
Mm-hmm.
According to IGN, they were saying that they broke the copyrighted infringement from Sony. They didn't even talk to Sony about. Well, that's what they claim. That's why Sony shut it down, because the thing is, if you're gonna make something like that for a Sony product or even a Microsoft product, you have to give that company a piece of your profits. I don't care. That's business 101. You can't just go ahead and just make it and sell it and take all the profit. You have to give them whatever the royalties are or whatever it is to that company. And that's what happened with Sony. And like I said, IGN did a good job as showing, telling like what happened. But that's pretty much why they shut them down. They had to copyright and stuff. So yeah, so the company had to shut it down, and I think they had to return the money too. They had to everyone who pre-ordered it, they're supposed to get their money back from the company. So I thought that was interesting.
So we got Randall. Randall's in here. What's up, dog? So he says he's offering up console wrap jobs. So Random wrap your consoles for a low price. Don't get caught by Sony, Rand.
Yeah.
And then Ralph asked, did they link up with Travis Scott? I would assume so. Just like I don't know if they are, but Snoop Dogg is kind of like the ambassador for Xbox. I don't know. They're promoting him a lot with the fridge, and he has the Xbox chain, and Microsoft gave him one and gave him the refrigerator and all that stuff. And then I think Travis Scott was like one of the first people to have a PlayStation and was playing it.
Yeah,
so
that's the crazy part. Yeah, because I think I sent showing Travis Scott with the PS5 controller.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, man, there's a bunch of. Well, I mean, hey, I like he's a celebrity and stuff, so it's like, of course, he's gonna get favored. That, and I don't think PlayStation is going to have a problem selling out their consoles, but
they're already sold out.
Guess adding Travis Scott to it, it just brought more people to the platform because he is a.
Oh yeah, he was playing it.
Oh yeah, he's a gamer, and then he even did a concert on Fortnite.
I saw that. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah. But I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, that was pretty creative and stuff like that because people were just talking about it. So that just brought Fortnite so much money because you had so many people tuning in for the Travis Scott concert. I think it was like a 16-minute concert, but to have that was pretty good. So Sony knew that he was a good marketing person, so they're just like, why not? We'll give you the PlayStation 5 early if you really. Oh, you said
it said your voice keeps flipping out. Well, we're not going to look into it because this is about to end shortly, so there's no point in fixing it. But I really think it's Max's dated Apple computer or whatever, because it happened on Stubbs gaming show when we were on there. So Max is getting ready to update his computer, so stay tuned. I'm pretty sure. Are you gonna do a build unboxing or like a YouTube video on it?
Okay. I really don't know. Of course, I'm going to do a video.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't decided.
Okay.
And stuff. So
yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So I guess the big question is, before we get out of here, it's almost 6. Who do you think is going to win the launch? Next week's launch. Who do you think is going to be top dog?
I don't know. I think both of them are going to be top because
but there's only one champion. Who's going to be one champion next week?
I hate to say it. Well, I don't want to say.
Hold on. Ralph is sucking up. Hold on 1 second. Don't suck up because your wife in here, Ralph. Yeah. He said my beautiful wife is in here. He must have gotten in trouble earlier.
Yeah, as like I said, as much as I like the Xbox Series X, I think PlayStation is gonna be on top.
Yep, I thought the same.
I'm saying this year and stuff. Next year is gonna be a different story.
Yeah, totally.
The only reason I'm saying that is because they do have a lot of first party games that's coming out on launch and stuff.
Yes,
with Halo Infinite being delayed now. I know Moan always talk about it all the time and stuff.
Doggone Halo.
Really, like I said, it did hurt Xbox, but the thing is, like, they're gonna sell out regardless. But as in coming out with a next generation console where you don't have a lineup, a game like Halo to represent for their launch, it like that's why it's going to PlayStation for this launch. But I'm not saying next year. Next year is going to be, because I know Xbox have a whole bunch of games, and and that's going to be a better year, 2021, especially 2020, where everything is going and stuff. Like I said, I'm not fighting Microsoft and stuff, but Sony. Yeah, Sony's going to be.
I think Sony's going to take the lead. They're going to take the lead this year. They're going to probably sell more consoles because of the exclusives. To be honest with you, from my point of view, my eye, I think Sony right now, only for right now, has the better play style when it comes to system, console, and UI. With their integration with their create button and all the things that they're doing. Microsoft been had the haptic feedback, they've been had this, but I like their UI with the sharing and the communication that they have that Microsoft really didn't dive deep into. And until we get one, we'll see. Or they'll do like how phone manufacturers are, right? And they'll what's the button?
But I will say this. Xbox Series X is the most powerful console.
I was getting around to that. I haven't even got to it yet.
It is the most powerful console. And then I will throw this on here too. Even though they don't have a first-party game that's coming out, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is running at native 4K 60, and PlayStation 5 is dynamic or upscale to 4K 60.
Yeah, which is
so that's just telling you guys. Next year is going to be crazy and stuff. You got a lot of games for Xbox coming out next year that is going to. I'm saying it's going to wipe the floor with PlayStation, but this year I'm giving it to PlayStation.
Yeah. So, but it's going to be Microsoft year. In 2021 when they start releasing their exclusive, and they have a lot coming. We were on Stubbs Gaming's podcast and we talked about it. Stubbs, let them know which episode because I don't remember. Throw it on here in the chat. But we were on there and they pulled up, it was like 50 games or so exclusive that they're coming out with. And it's going to be exciting. I'm still waiting on Avowed. Elder Scrolls is going to be good. Halo, of course. Forza. So those are my games. I'm excited about them. And what you call this has came back out. What's the game that just came back, Max? That was at the end of the showcase. Fable. Sorry, Fable.
Oh, Fable.
Yeah. So.
And don't forget Bethesda, the Doom Eternal. You got the Doom. I'm
okay here. With Doom. I checked in the last Doom. It was so repetitive.
Look, don't sleep on that. I'm just
Doom
saying.
Eternal was pretty good.
What was that?
Doom Eternal is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that game is fun. Yeah, you gotta play that game. Okay. Yeah, that game is really fun and stuff. So I'm not a Doom fan, but I thought that Doom Eternal was really good. Like I said, I played other Doom games, and this game was really fun. So I mean, that's just my opinion.
Well, Doom Eternal, I thought is on Game Pass right now, so I think I'll be able to play it on my phone. And I'll look into it.
Yeah. All right, but like I said, Microsoft have a lot of games.
Yeah.
Stuff. So like I said, this year I'm going for PlayStation going to take the crown on this one, and but Microsoft is the most powerful console. I don't care what anybody says.
And you can play all the backwards compatible games too. So and then at launch they're going to have thousands of games available. So that's going to be a plus. So it's going to be fun both ways. I can't wait. I can't wait to start streaming. What's funny is I may start streaming my console games more so than my PC. But I hope that keyboard and mouse compatibility would be A1 on these next generation consoles, just for the first person shooters. So hopefully I can do keyboard and mouse support. I'll be excited about that. And I also hope that they adopt, since this is more PC like, your field of view, FOV, where I can spread out my field of view and see more of the board instead of being stuck at a console. I don't care what 90 degrees or whatever they use. So I'm hoping that they adopt those and put those on there. I thought I saw a video that they did, so I'm hoping that it comes that. So
so yep. So that's all we have for right now. So
make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, whatever the case may be, to Moandogg Gaming on Facebook. Max is Max Chambliss, or on here. The reason why I got the link here is because that's what shows up when you go to his YouTube page, 350 Max. I can change it if Max wants me to, and you'll just have Max Chambliss on there. But either way it goes, you search for any of them, you'll pull up our pages. I have a Linktree account where you can visit all my content. I should have had this prepared, and I'm not. So give me 1 second, I'll post it. Oh, good job, computer. You're running slow now. So come on.
Welcome to my world.
Ralph said, I stay beating the crap out of my keyboard. Hey, man, I got to get them kills. Okay. So,
come on, man, watch those elbows.
So here's my link tree. I still haven't found Lowe's link. I'm trying to find it so I can throw it on here. It's not pulling up directly from. So I got her here.
I gotta put her link on.
Well, just do it after the fact in the comments. People will be able to see this after we're done. You know what? Give me a title of one of her videos. Maybe I can pull that up. You don't know.
No, I can't. I can't think of the top of my head. Because she posts more videos than I do. Like, man, she's a workaholic and stuff. The only thing I can think of is her last one that came out was like nails something. I can't.
Yeah, I thought so. You didn't know that one.
She gonna kill me on that one. But yeah, it was no. Here it is. Favorite fall manicure gel polish mani. That's what it was. This stuff. So yeah.
Hope I spelled manicure.
Please subscribe to my wife's channel because
of course I didn't.
I don't want her. I don't want her to quit because she's really good and stuff. So she's really good at what she does.
Yep, here she is. Got her. Thank you, Max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. So get her link
put her. Yeah, put her on there and please subscribe to her channel. So
all right, there she is. The famous Ralph put down RalphTheSexiest.com. Oh, that is awesome. It always takes somebody like one of our homeboys to just come in and just ruin the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you go to his website, you'll see.
All right, guys. We had a good time with you. Again, subscribe to our channels. Let me throw the whole subscribe thing in. Boom! There's some animation for you. So click like, follow, subscribe. Stay tuned for next week. We'll start our recording and my live stream for our unboxings and first impressions of the consoles. We're going to have a good time, and Max is going to have an edited version. I'm going to have a live version. I may just do an unboxing of how it looks. I do want to make an edited version of it, so we'll see. I may change my mind, but hopefully me and Max and I can start making thumbnails and start promoting it and getting it out there. But we're looking forward to communicating with you guys and all of our content that's coming soon. I also stream tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so come have fun with me. Let's shoot some stuff up. My merch store is up, so go check my merch out. It's in the LinkedIn tree that I sent. Link tree that I sent. So, and it's gonna be a good time. Good time.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone.
Yep. See you guys, and go vote. Go vote. This polls is still open, so go vote. Go do your thing. Use your right to vote. Have fun doing it, and whoever wins, whatever. All right. So, all right. I'll